Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Legends Conspiracy Hour, where we're going to be trying to predict the next LF. I'm going to be giving you my ideas. I also want to know, who do you guys think is going to be the next LF? Let me know in the comments down below. We're going to be going over the big news the Legends tweeted out last night. If you haven't seen it, this will be the next Zenkai and a new free-to-play unit, so make sure you pay attention if you don't already know. But then I'm going to be talking about what those mean for our next LF and what kind of hints they give. Now, I do want to say one quick thing before we get into this. I apologize for the real severe lack of videos recently. School's really been making it tough for me to try and figure out a schedule, but we're gonna try our best here to get back to doing our daily uploads and all that good stuff. But you can go check me out on Twitch as well. I stream like a whole bunch, even on days where I don't post videos. I stream, so you can go check me out on Twitch. But we're on Twitter here for Dragon Ball Legends, and quick plug, you can go follow me on Twitter if you want to. But yeah, so with it, we have the announcement of our next Zenkai, which will be Super Vegeta Zenkai Awakening, and unlocks his uniques for health and ki recovery and inflicted damage up when he enters battle. His ultimate lowers enemy draw speed by 2 on hits, and he restores his vanishing gauge once when his opponent switches out. So that'll be Super Vegeta, and it's the Super Vegeta, if you were forgetting which Super Vegeta is from the game. So that's who we'll be getting. Now, most likely, I'm going to assume he's going to be weakened, because most Zenkais for Super Saiyans are kind of weakened because they can be around with Bardock, you know, the Zenkai Blue Bardock, and he buffs Super Saiyans, and they kind of make them worse to go along with that, so that it isn't like some super crazy OP tag that everyone's just running Super Saiyan all the time. So I feel like that's going to be the case. From the top of my head, I think the only Super Saiyan that's gotten a Zenkai that's like been good on his own is Super Gogeta. I don't think there's been another one that we've gotten that's like good on, well, okay, Bardock is one, but, you know, it's because besides Bardock and Super Gogeta, I don't think another has been good just on their own. You kind of have to run them with Bardock. That's kind of how they make them. But, so that's an interesting thing. We'll get into that in a second. And then our free-to-play unit is get him in the Fierce Fight Buu Kid event. This first support Majin Buu is here. Oh, the first support Majin Buu is here. He destroys one enemy card when entering battle, cuts enemies' draw speed level by 1 with his special arts, and has a 100% chance to inflict paralysis on his special hit move. So I can't wait to be hit by paralysis facing this guy, because free-to-play units, you know, you see them a whole bunch when they come out. After a little while, you know, they all die off because they're free-to-play and they're not made that great. But interesting, a support for powerful opponent and regen. You got to keep that in mind. Buu fits both of those categories of powerful opponent and regen. So an interesting support for that. And then, of course, Super Vegeta. Now, how do these two tie into what we'll be getting for our next LF? Well, when you look at what we just got for an LF, we got Monkey Vegeta, of course, and we also got other things from the Saiyan Saga to tie in with him. We got the Revival Gohan / Piccolo. We got the Nappa. Then we also got all the Sabermen, the free Sabermen events that's been going on with the adventures. So that's all Saiyan Saga. So I think Saiyan Saga is going to be, you know, left in the rearview mirror. We're going to move past Saiyan Saga now onto a new saga for our LF. It won't be from Saiyan Saga. And when you look at these two, there's a common theme between the two of them. And this Vegeta is from the Cell Saga. Cell, of course, is a powerful opponent and regen unit. So that is one kind of similarity, I guess, or connection between the two that people have noticed, is that Cell is from the same saga as Super Vegeta, so it makes sense. Okay, Super Vegeta gets a Zenkai. He's from the Cell Saga. They're going to start buffing up Cell Saga. Kid Buu isn't from the Cell Saga, but he is a now support for powerful opponent and regen, and Cell fits both of those tags. So that's why Cell has, of course, vaulted his name back up. Last month, we thought we were going to be getting an LF Cell. Like, there's a whole bunch of talk about it. It made sense. And then they kind of really came out of the blue, really out of left field, and hit us with that Monkey Vegeta, which was sick. Honestly, that was a real sick thing. When you look at the other tags, it kind of makes sense for a Cell, especially with one of the things that has been written into the new Gohan's kit, the Revival Gohan with Piccolo. I'll jump into that. But when you look at the other tags for the other sagas, we have the Namek Saga. Where episodes? Here it is. I was like, where are we going? We have the Namek Saga somewhere in here. I can't. Frieza Saga Z. It's called the Frieza Saga. It was the Namek Saga. We got Nameku and then the full power Frieza as LFs already. So I doubt we'll be getting another one from there. You know, maybe down the road we will. From the Saiyan Saga, we just got a whole bunch of Saiyan Saga. So I said, you know, it's probably not going to be any more Saiyan Saga stuff. Why do they have these in such... Is this in alphabetical order? Yeah, I think that's what it is. But it kind of... It helps when it's in, you know, normal order. like chronological order. That helps out. But Majin Buu Saga, we have an LF for Super Saiyan 3 Goku and for Kid Buu, so I don't think it'll be from the Majin Buu Saga, even though, yes, we did just get a Kid Buu, but I don't think it'll be from the Majin Buu Saga since we already have a Kid Buu and a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It could, I guess it could be someone from GT, but I feel like GT isn't, I just feel like GT's not on the, it's not GT's time right now. I feel like GT isn't going to step up for something. I have always been talking about God of Destruction Beerus Saga, how we need a Super Saiyan God Goku, which if they did that for an LF, that would be sick. I think that's a potential, but not a likelihood. Cell Saga, when we click into Cell Saga, there is only one LF from the Cell Saga, and that is, of course, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now, Cell's 110 million% deserves an LF. Frieza has gotten 2 LFs? Yeah, he has the Pod Frieza, and then he also has the Full Power Frieza. Buu has an LF. Beerus has an LF. What other big villains have LFs? Any I'm forgetting? But regardless, Cell 100% deserves an LF. Now, we already have the Yellow Perfect Cell. We have the Red Perfect Cell who got a Zenkai, and then we have the Red Revival Cell as well. Now, would this cell be a revival unit? I don't know, because probably not, since we already have the Red Revival Cell. But with how they've done things, I wouldn't be too surprised if, in fact, we do get an LF cell and he ends up being a revival unit. And the reason I say that is because when we pull up characters, and let's pull up the new Gohan here, because there's something interesting written into his kit. Now, of course, this main reason for this is because of the Sablemen, you know, that came out, and the Sablemen having self-destruct and whatnot. But when it shows, let's see here, where does it say? If own health reaches 0 due to an enemy's self-destruct attack, this character will not revive. Now, that, again, is mainly because of the Sablemen they introduced. But people have been taking this as, well, Cell does self-destruct. Cell does, in fact, self-destruct, as we all know and remember, when he blows up Goku, instant transmissions him to King Kai's planet, and then Cell blows up and kills Goku and King Kai and Bubbles and Gregory, and then Cell then, you know, comes back to life, and Gohan has to defeat him once and for all. But if they did in fact make an LF Cell, they could make him a revival LF Cell, where he has a self-destruct in which then he comes back, or they could just make it so his LF is a self-destruct, and, you know, that would be okay. But I think people mainly want the Kamehameha from Cell, if he's going to in fact have an LF, and, you know, the Kamehameha, like the Solar Kamehameha, I guess is the official title for Cell, would be really sick in my opinion. It would look really cool, and so I'd be fine with either, but I would not be surprised if they make the Cell in some way, shape, or form take advantage of this, and they also make the new Cell like a hybrid slayer. They make him just absolutely shred hybrids, because hybrids is like pretty ridiculous at this stage right now. They're definitely, I'd say, the strongest team in the game. I'm trying to, where the freak is, where's hybrid? Why did they do this to me? Why is this? Okay, oh, it is in alphabetical order. I was going to say, why is this not in alphabetical order? But it is. When you look at hybrids, Endurance, Revival, Broken, because he's broken as a last man unit. Pretty decent, pretty good unit. Where's the Gohan? Where's the green Gohan? Oh, does he not? What? Does he not buff hybrids? Oh, whatever. There's the green Gohan, Revival unit. Does he not buff hybrids? Oh, he doesn't. I forgot about that. But you can still run him on hybrids because he buffs Sunfam, and everyone on Sunfam at this point is hybrids, you know. So if they made him, they could also just make Cell straight up negate Revival. That could be something they do. We had Endurance units, and now, as you know, there are units that have special skills, like Vegeta Blue, his LF negates Endurance. If you hit someone and they haven't used their Endurance yet, they're not coming back if you hit them with it. So they could add in the ability to just negate Revival, which would be interesting and would make having Revival negation units like a key. You need them. Now, it could be just like Vegeta Blue, where they make it so Cell can only do it one time with his special ultimate LF card, and that wouldn't be too bad, you know, because that wouldn't be like too broken. It wouldn't just be like hitting a blue card, and Revival units mean nothing to Cell. So if they made Cell some hybrid Slayer, because it makes sense, he fought Gohan or whatever, I guess, even though he lost to Gohan, whatever, we're not going to get into that. That would be pretty sick. But yeah, I think Cell is really the top spot right now from the hints and, you know, the news we've gotten But let me know your thoughts. Well, who do you think is going to be the next LF? That's just kind of the reasoning I've seen out there, as well as my own thoughts behind Cell. So let me know your guys' thoughts. That's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell if you want notifications every time I post a video. Go check out my Twitch as well, streaming over there. Some fun times. You guys are missing out if you're not over there. But yeah, that's going to do it. Hope you all are staying happy and healthy. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.